All right, everybody, it's that time again. Question and answer, part 4.
Yay!
We've gotten so many comments that people really like these question and answer videos, so I think we'll just do more.
I think that's a good idea. Aylin Alvarez. Is it bad I've been watching your videos for like 2 hours straight? # obsessed. Haha.
No, I think it's awesome. Thanks for watching.
We need like a Breaking Blind hashtag.
Marathon.
Holla. From Panty Flash. Like, even though your eyesight got hosed, you're still gorgeous. You go, girl.
God hose.
So, if what you lose your sight, like, suddenly you just get, like, ugly?
Well, I've been said to more than one occasion, oh, it's such a shame you're blind. You're so pretty. What does that even mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't get it. Whatever.
It's true.
I got hosed.
Okay, from Lucas Sullivan. So I just started watching this channel and I find it infinitely fascinating. I have a question. What do you do if you get lost when you're alone? Do you ask for help or would that be too embarrassing? Do you find that people are generally accommodating or are they assholes?
I find that people are generally accommodating or overly accommodating, and it is not too embarrassing to ask directions because sighted people ask for directions all the time. I don't think that that is embarrassing. I'm not going to keep myself lost for hours just because I'm too proud to ask somebody for some directions.
What do you do if there's no one around to ask for directions?
Just keep going until you figure out where you are.
Like in the middle of a parking lot somewhere.
Yeah, just keep going. You have to use your, it's all about, I was taught how to travel and how to use a cane, so I know how to use my son, I know how to, listen for different cues. Am I going to listen for traffic and head towards traffic? Because I know if I'm going towards traffic, I'm going to find a sidewalk or an intersection I can cross. Businesses sometimes sit closer to the road, you know what I mean? It depends on where I'm going and what I'm looking for. If I'm looking for a big build, a big Sears, places like that, or a mall have huge parking lots, so I'm not going to go towards the traffic. It all depends on what you're doing.
Okay. So from Jaden Oldfield, this is on the Vegemite review. You did it wrong. You can't have Vegemite without huge amounts of butter. Also, cheese helps. Also, it looks like you used way too much.
Okay, well, let me just put this out there. There shouldn't be a food product that there's so many stipulations around it on how you're supposed to eat it. You know what I mean? If something needs a ton of butter and cheese, then what is the point of eating it?
Well, I don't know.
What's
That's kind of how I feel about salad sometimes.
But see, I don't. You know what I mean? Then you don't like salad.
Yeah.
If you need to put gobs of ranch dressing on a salad, you don't really like salad all that much. You like ranch dressing. And you need something to put it on.
It's too cold outside. You look beautiful. I'm inspired to know that I can still have fabulous time with my daughter when she grows up. She is also blind, but I hope she is like you. Much love. Heart, heart, heart.
Oh, that's really nice. And I'll just say to a parent of a blind child, please, you should get your child involved early on with knowing other blind people, with using a cane, with being very independent. Don't over-shelter them. Try to make sure that they have as many normal experiences growing up as possible, being active, being mainstreamed in school. There's parents divisions of the NFB, and I think that's important. Don't you think so, Erin?
I totally agree. Being the child of a blind parent.
Yeah.
It's nice being acclimated to that stuff when you're younger. Totally. From Da. Do you ever wonder what you look like now or what your family members look like now? Do you have memories of how you and they looked from before you became blind, or have visual memories faded?
This is a really good question, and I wonder all the time what I look like now, if I've really changed. I always joke around with people and I say that I'm going to look 17 forever because that's the last time I saw myself. I always have this picture in my head of my junior year, high school picture, and I really liked my hair in that picture, so that was good. But,
it's a good one to get stuck in there.
Yeah, and I do, I shouldn't say obviously, I do have visual memory of my family. I wonder a lot more, what exactly my nephews look like, and things, like that, because I love them so much, and I'm like, oh, I wonder if they look just like my brother, because people are always like, oh, Jacob looks like Jen and Cameron looks like Eddie, you know? So I'm so curious. And I've seen both of them, my brother and Jen. So, I don't know. I think visual memory does start to fade, for sure. I think more than visual memory fading, my visual perception of things have changed, if that makes sense. Like, excuse me. Like, if I'm sitting in a certain angle, sometimes I don't realize how far away I could have seen something, or in what direction you can see something. Does that make sense?
Yeah, like, so you mean, like, so if you hear someone talking or something like that, like, you feel like you could be farther away? Or it's
No. Like, if I'm at my front door, okay, and then I hear voices off to the right, I'll think to myself, oh, I wonder if I could see them, or what would be obstructing my view, or can I see at that angle? Or, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's more that kind of stuff. Or, like, if something's really, really, like, really far away, it's like, I don't remember how far I could see things.
Is there anything that, like, you wanted to specifically address?
I really want to address, so I get a lot of comments from people that are legally blind or blind, and I have a lot of questions about, like, my cane and stuff like that, and I feel a lot of times comments get buried, you know, because I wait a long time and then I read them all through and I'm busy and I can't comment on them back all the time, you know. But if you, especially, I mean, anybody can email me, but if you're blind or legally blind and you have real questions about blindness, about advice about being blind, if you need help getting hooked up in your state with any other blind people or a blind organization, please email me at maureenbassmaster@gmail.com. MaureenBassmaster@gmail.com.
I'll go ahead and we'll put that in the description box too, so you can go ahead and copy paste from there or anything if you want that.
Yeah, that would be great, because I know I'm really involved in NFB of Colorado, and it's not difficult for me to contact a state president in any other state of the NFB, and I could do that and give them your information if you're interested, or you just have questions about training centers or anything. I'm your resource.
Yay.
Thanks.